I'm recording now. So we're going to start with, we're going to do a little bit more of a vigorous practice today. So we are going to begin at the top of our mats. So coming to the top of your mat, find a strong Tadasana, feet underneath hips, lengthening through the top of your head. Bring your hands to your heart center. Take a big deep breath in through your nose. Let it out through your mouth. Another big deep breath in. Let it out nice and slow. Setting your intention for practice today. Holding that intention in your mind's eye. And let it go. Inhale, arms lift up, look up, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Hold your plank, core is engaged, belly lifted, lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, take it back, downward facing, down dog, 5 big, deep Ujjayi breaths. Look forward between your hands, step or hop to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, swan dive forward, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway. Fold, plant your hands, take it to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Hug in as you lower down, knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, take it back, downward facing. Down, diggity dog, take it back. Move out of your head into your body. Breathe deeply. Look forward, step, hop, or float. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, swan dive forward. Inhale to lengthen and fold. Plant your hands, take it to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe, lower down, chaturanga. Upward and downward. 2 more breaths. Look forward, step, hop, or float. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, reach high, swan dive forward. Inhale to lengthen and fold. Plant your hands, take it to plank. We're going to hold our plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe deeply. So we're going to hang out here. You can always bring your knees down if you need to. Breathe. We're coming forward onto our tiptoes. Keep hugging in towards your midline, connecting to your breath. Feel the fire begin to burn, that tapas, that heat. Those internal coals are waking up. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Downward facing dog, 1 big breath. Look forward, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms lift up, reach up, swan dive forward. Inhale to lengthen Plant your hands, step, hop, or float back to plank. Hold your plank, core is engaged, belly lifted. We're gonna come down onto our forearms. Hug in towards the midline, lift back up. We're gonna do this a few more times, coming down onto your forearms and lift up. Come down, lift up. One more, come down and lift up. Core is engaged, belly lifted, then knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Upward and downward. Take it back, one breath. Look forward, take it to the top. Lengthen through, hold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back deep. Drop the tailbone down. Sit back a little deeper. Relax your shoulders. Fold Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. And fold, plant your hands, take it to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward and downward. Right leg lifts up, reach high, press out through your heel, draw your knee in, step through Virabhadrasana 1. Lift up. Hug in towards the midline, even here. Hands come down, step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Upward and downward. Left leg lifts up, reach high, press out through your heel. Draw your knee in, step through Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Arms left. Hands come down, step back to plank. Hold your plank, core is engaged, belly lifted. Can you lower down and hover? Press up. Lower down and hover. Press up. One more, lower down and hover. Press up. Then knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing, down dog or child's pose, 5 Ujjayi breaths. Look between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through. Fold. Inhale, lift up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Ooh, we forget chair. I forgot chair. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back deep. Drop that tailbone. Sit back a little deeper. Let's add in a twist. Bring your hands together at heart center. Twist to your right, left elbow, right thigh. Come back to center, twist to the other side. Right elbow, left thigh. Come back to center. Sit back a little deeper. Fold Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. Plant your hands, step, hop, or float back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe your way in. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing. Downward facing. Right leg lifts up, reach high, step through Virabhadrasana 1. Hands come down, step back to plank. Take a vinyasa or skip it and meet in down dog. Your practice, your choice. Listen to your body. What's it asking for? Left leg lifts up, reach high, step through Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Hands come down, step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. 4 big, deep Ujjayi breaths. Look between your hands, step, hop, or float. Lengthen through, fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back and deep. Straighten your legs, arms lift up, exhale, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back and deep. Fold Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. Fold, plant your hands, step, hop, or float, back to plank. Core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe your way in. Chaturanga. Upward. Exhale, downward, take it back. Right leg lifts up, reach high, press out through your heel, draw your knee and step through. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1, reach up. Hands come down, step back to plank. Lower down, Chaturanga. Upward and downward. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee and step through Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Lift up. Hands come down, step back to plank. Lower down, Chaturanga. Upward facing and downward facing. Take it back. 5 Ujjayi breaths. Look between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through. Fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back and deep. Straighten your legs, arms lift up, exhale, hands to heart center. Bend your knees, Utkatasana, chair, sit back. Fold Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. Fold, plant your hands, take it to plank. Hold your plank, core is engaged, belly lifted. Come down onto your forearms. Hug everything in towards the midline and begin to walk your feet up towards your elbows, coming into dolphin. Walking your feet back to forearm plank. Press back up. Lower down, Chaturanga. Upward facing and downward facing. Right leg lifts up, reach high, press out through your heel. Bring your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it in, hold it there. Take it back and up. Bring your knee in, cross the midline, touch the outside of your left upper arm above the elbow, take it back and up. Bring your knee in, touch the outside of your right upper arm. Take it back and up. Bring your knee in, step through Virabhadrasana 1, reach high. 1 breath. Hands come down, step back to plank, take a vinyasa or skip it and meet in down dog. Listen to your body. Left leg lifts up, reach high. Bring your knee to your nose at the top of the mat, hug it and hold it there. Take it back and up. Bring your knee in, touch the outside of your right upper arm. Take it back and up. Bring your knee in, touch the outside of your left upper arm. Take it back and up. Bring your knee in, step through Virabhadrasana 1. Reach up. Hands come down. Step back to plank. Lower down, Chaturanga. Upward and downward. Down dog or child's pose, 5 Ujjayi breaths. Lift between your hands, step, hop, or float to the top of the mat. Lengthen through, fold. Bend your knees, Utkatasana chair, sit back deep. Can you sit back a little deeper? Straighten your legs, arms lift up, exhale, hands to heart center. All right, we're going to move into eagle. So finding a strong Tadasana, ground down through your left leg. Lift your right knee up, cross it over top of the left leg. We're gonna bring our left arm underneath our right, crossing the arms, bringing the palms together. Flex your right foot. Sit back a little deeper. Lift your elbows up. Can you lower your elbows down to meet your knees? And lift up. Lower your elbows down to meet your knees. And lift up. Unwind your arms, uncross your legs. Find your Tadasana, find your mountain pose. Strong mountain pose. Ground down through your right foot, lift your left leg, cross the left knee over top of the right. This time it's the right arm underneath the left, palms come together. Lifting your elbows up, drawing your shoulder blades onto your back. Sit back a little deeper. Flex your left foot. Bringing your elbows down to your knee and lift up. Bring your elbows down to your knee and lift up. And unwind, shake it out. Good work, yogis. Come back to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Bend your knees, Utkatasana chair, sit back deep. Fold Uttanasana. Inhale to lengthen. Plant your hands, step or hop back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Upward facing and downward facing. Right leg lifts up, reach high. Draw your knee in, Virabhadrasana 1, arms lift up. Open Virabhadrasana 2, warrior 2. Draw your shoulder blades down your back. Check in with your front knee. Relax your shoulders. Even here, our core is engaged, our belly's lifted. Gaze is over the front, the nail of the front middle finger. Straighten the front leg, Trikonasana, triangle pose on this side. Reach to the top of the mat, spiraling your chest towards the ceiling. Micro bend in the front knee. Press into the feet, arms lift up. Bend your front knee. Come back to Virabhadrasana 2. Palm of the front hand face up. Exalt your warrior. Reach back. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat. Step back to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, upward. Exhale to downward. Left leg lifts up. Reach high. Draw the knee and step through Virabhadrasana 1 on this side. Arms lift. Open to Virabhadrasana 2. Check in with your Virabhadrasana 2. Palms face up, palms face down. Straighten your front leg. Reach towards the top of the mat. Triangle on this side. Micro bend in your front leg. Spiraling your chest towards the ceiling. Press into your feet, lift up, bend your front knee, come back to Virabhadrasana 2. Palm of the front hand face up, exalt your warrior, reach back. Windmill your hands to the top of the mat, step back to plank, lower down, chaturanga. Inhale upward. Drop your knees, press your hips to your heels, bring your forehead to the mat. Take a big breath in, let it out. Big deep breath in, let it out. Walk your hands back. We're going to take our weight to one side, bring our legs forward in front of us. We're going to bring our hands to our knees. So this is one of those where do what I say, not what I do. I have a small injury in one of my hip flexors, so it's better to just listen to what I'm talking you through than to maybe necessarily watch. Hands come down on your knees, lengthen through the top of your head, cores engaged, bellies lifted. Now we're going to lift our legs up. Now you can start with your shins parallel to the ground. You can have your hands behind your legs. If you want to increase the heat, reach out through your arms. Keep lifting up through the head, through the spine. You can begin to straighten those legs if that feels right to you in your body. Breathe your way in. Can you lower down and hover? So hovering your legs above the mat, hovering your upper body above the mat, lifting up, core is engaged, belly lifted. Breathe and lift. Lift back up. Can you lower down and hover? And lift. Lower down and hover. And lift back up. Bring your feet down. Reach your hands out. Slowly come back onto your back. Draw your knees into your chest. Lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head down. Rock it out from side to side. Rock it all out. Now bringing your shins back to parallel with the mat. Bringing your hands back behind your head. We're going to extend our right foot out on the mat. Hover the right foot above the mat. Take our right elbow towards our left knee. Try to keep your knee at a 90-degree angle and switch. Yogi bicycles. You can go as fast as you'd like to go or as slow as you'd like to go. Strong bodies make strong minds. Breathe your way in. Get the energy moving through the body, trying to link the breath and the movement, even here, even in yogi bicycles. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw those knees in, lift your head, lift your tailbone, turn into a little ball. Exhale your head back down, rock it out from side to side, rock it all out. Bring your feet down onto the mat. Hands come down at your sides. We're going to press into our feet. Lift our hips up towards the ceiling. Isometrically hug those thighs in towards one another as you lift, lift, lift. Slowly coming back down, one vertebra at a time, slowly, slowly, slowly. And try that one more time, walking those heels back, hug your thighs in towards one another, tilt the tailbone back as you begin to lift the hips up, coming up onto our shoulders. You can bring your hands together underneath you, lifting up, hugging in to lift up. Releasing your hands, slowly coming down, slowly, slowly, slowly. Open your arms out wide like a T. Find the edges of the mat with your feet. Let your knees fall over to the right as you gently turn your head left. Let go. Notice where you still might be holding, clenching, or tightening. And see if there's any room to just allow. Connecting with your breath. Bringing your knees back up to center. Let them fall over to the other side as you gently turn your head to the right. Lifting your knees up to center, extend your legs out on the mat, bringing your hands down at your sides, palms face up, open to receive. Doing whatever you need to do to get as comfortable as you can. Making your way into Shavasana, into corpse pose. Letting go of anything you might still be holding on to. Noticing where you're gripping, where you're clenching. See if you can let it go. We'll close today with a reflection from Rolf Gates's Meditations from the Mat, which starts with a quote from Kalu Rinpoche. You live in an illusion and the appearance of things. There is a reality, but you do not know this. When you understand this, you will see that you are nothing, and being nothing, you are everything. That is all. Being nothing isn't all that bad. It means we are one with everything. There's no separation between you and a beautiful lake or meadow. You are summer clouds, beautiful and free. You stalk jungle trails with the strength and silence of a jaguar, and you float along currents of air like a hawk. There is no unrequited love, no loss, for all beings are a family. We have always been together, and we always will be together. We cannot fail, and we are never alone. When I began teaching big classes, I knew that I was not a good enough teacher. I looked at all those people crowded together in a hot room, and I felt how badly they wanted a great class. But it was impossible for me to give it to them. I just would not be able to pull it off. Then, one day, I realized that I didn't have to. Take one more big, deep breath in. Let it out through your mouth. One big, deep breath in. Let it out. Bring small movements to your toes and to your fingers. And maybe move your head from side to side. And when you're ready, bend your knees from your feet to the mat. We'll gently and carefully roll to the right side, pausing there for just a moment. Honoring the transition out of the practice as much as we honor the practice itself. Then slowly push yourself up to a nice comfortable seated position, eyes closed, hands at heart center. Yoga will teach you so much about yourself. It will help you become flexible in mind, in body, and in spirit. For that, I am truly grateful. Thank you so much for coming to class today. Namaste. Good work, yogis.